What's up, everybody? So I just saw a video from ReviewTech USA, the dark side of being a YouTuber, and I wanted to touch up on it a little bit. In this video, he goes on to say that, being secluded as a YouTuber because, you work in your house, you're by yourself all the time. When you do the work, you miss that interaction that you would normally have with coworkers and, things of that nature. This this would not be a problem for somebody like me. How about you, girlie?
What do you mean?
If you worked in the house, would that be an issue? You think, like separation anxiety, just not having people around?
No.
You sure about that? Because there's times when you just need to leave because you got to get out of the house.
I just leave.
Yeah.
Go somewhere.
Right. Okay, so that's not the topic of the video. This is kind of like unrelatable for me. At least I think it is. I don't know because I've never worked at the house. I feel like that would be awesome. I don't see there being a downside to that. But what I do see a downside is to what he said. Now, first and foremost, let me say this. I've said some things in the past about Rich from ReviewTech USA. I've said some things. Rich has been nothing but supportive of me. He's given me several shout outs in his videos. He's made a video response trying to make me feel better about that video game loser. I took a shot at him on Twitter one time. And you know what? You know why I did it? Because I was jealous. Plain and simple. Because the man gets views and I don't. And that's a bottom line. I was being a hating ass little bitch. So I just wanted to get that little tidbit out there. Rich has been nothing but supportive to this channel. Rich don't bother nobody in the community. You know what I mean? I don't understand people's beef with Rich. I do understand. They're hating motherfuckers. Just like I was being that day. So it is what it is. But he goes on to say how relentless your subscribers can be. Now, about 2 weeks ago, this I can relate to. About 2 weeks ago, I ran into some issues. I've been having some real problems. Okay, and I'm not gonna bore you with them because it's not your problem. I've been going through some things, and you guys know I've always felt some type of way about my YouTube channel. Now, what do you say? 90% of the time, girlie, I can deal with it.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? 90% of the time, I'm okay. But when my real world starts to crumble, in my eyes, I immediately turn to my YouTube, and I just see a clown show. It's the best way I can describe it. I see a 36-year-old man. I'm 36 now. I see a 36-year-old man talking about video games. And sometimes when I'm in those moods, I can't snap out of it. And I just feel like a bum. And I don't want your sympathy. That's not what I'm asking for. Most times I can deal with it. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody making me upload these YouTube videos, but I make a little bit of money on it, I was making a little bit of money on it. Monetization is laughable at this point. But when I get in these ruts, I start deleting video after video after video. I look at them, I'm cringing at my own content. I'm like, sweet God, you uploaded this. Delete, 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 delete. Then like the next day, I'm like, why did you delete that? That was a good video. You know what I mean? And it's just, I'm bipolar when it comes to my YouTube channel, man. I'm just so bipolar A part of me thinks it's good. A part of me thinks it's gay. But I'm in this rut. I'm in this mood, and it's lasted longer than it usually has. I just been going through it, man. You know. And you see, I try to get my family involved sometimes in these videos. I think it makes it more entertaining. I think it enables for some interaction that I wouldn't be able to have solo. So I make a Destiny beta review. And I've included my son before in videos, but he's always got a mask on. You can only hear his voice, or it's just me telling you a story about him. Well, this was the first time I put him on camera. First time. And I put a pair of sunglasses on him. That's it. And he said the Destiny beta was boring. And I agreed with him. You know what I mean? The comments that the people were saying to this little kid. You got this little 10-year-old sitting in a chair, just as innocent as he can be, thinking a game is boring. He's thinking it's boring because he's got, like, I don't know, 80 hours in the first one. And to him, it's just like the first one. To me, it's just like the first one. That Destiny video was fantastic. I just uploaded people. That was sarcasm. Okay, that was me mocking the Destiny community. But because he thinks a video game's boring, he gets called a faggot. There are people calling this 10-year-old a faggot because he thinks a video game is boring. And originally, I wouldn't let such a thing bother me, but in this case, I put the kid on camera. I put him on camera. I made the conscious decision to put my 10-year-old son on camera and subject him to the vultures on the internet that cannot stand any kind of criticism about their video games. God forbid we talk about anything else. But don't go after the video games. The names that, so I tell her, she's instantly, why is he on camera? Why is he on camera? So I get to talking to her. And we're going to get into that right now. She doesn't like being in my videos either. And I'm like, well, you tell him. What's up?
I just don't like it. I feel, I don't like reading the comments, I guess. The good ones are okay, but then the bad ones makes me feel like shit.
You know what I mean? It's like I didn't know she felt this way. So why do you do the videos? Tell them.
Because you asked me to.
Because I ask you to. So it's like I'm a piece of shit. I've been subjecting my family to verbal abuse. Me, I'm somewhat immune to it. My family, I'm not immune to that. You know what I mean? I delete most of the negative comments about you.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? But sometimes she catches them. But it's like I don't attack people. I don't go after anybody. I talk about video games. I'm very opinionated. Why attack a man's family? Why? I don't understand this mentality. And that's what Rich was saying, how relentless the subscribers can be. And it's my own. I told Chuck about this. You know my man Chuck, the fat guy. And he said, why are you putting your son on camera? What did you expect to happen? You know how these nerds are. I said, you know what? I got nothing for it. I got nothing for it. I guess a lot of times when like that last video I included him where you can just hear his voice, people were, were supportive of him. Despite him being an Xbox fanboy, they were supportive of him. But this was just a whole new level of low. And while my skin is thick, I'm never going to be so thick-skinned to where insults on my family don't bother me, especially when they're in the video with me. If it's just me talking about them, you saying it, I already know what you're trying to do. But when them right there, I got a responsibility to these people. And you're probably thinking, well, then why is she on here? It's probably the last time you're going to see her. Tell you the truth, it's probably the last time you're going to see her. And that's That's a shame. That's a real shame. You know, why? Why? What is your goal? How fucked up are you in the head where you gotta attack somebody's family over video games? Angry Joe, the Angry Joe debacle. These people are slandering the guy about the reviews. First off, what do you want him to review? What games are you guys playing? There's nothing to play. It's summertime. Everything's dried up. These video games are lame. He wants to talk about other shit. You guys know. You know I've told you in the past. Doing nothing but talking about video games, it's giving me cancer. I can't stand just talking about video games. I can't stand it. But because of where I work, this is what I'm restricted to. You see the scumbags on the internet. If I bring up some controversial topics, these people will want my head. They will seek out my job. They will find me and report me. And if I'm talking about shit I'm not supposed to be talking about, I will legit get in trouble at work. It's hard to just talk about video games. The passion I have for video games, do I have a passion for them? I do. But it's up and down. A lot of times I don't care about these video games. You know, look at some of the people that make video responses to me. It's got nothing to do with the most recent guy. There's a guy on PC saying I don't know how to debate. It's because I don't want to debate you about video games. You know, I don't care. I see what you do. Your job is to go after each channel that talks bad about PC and then tell them how smart you are and how dumb they are. I get it. And a lot of people gravitate towards shit like that. But that's not what I want to do. I want to entertain, and sadly, I got to use video games as a means to do it because it's the safest fucking route. And it sucks. It sucks. It really sucks. Angry Joe, I don't feel like he owes you anything. I don't even like Angry Joe. I'm not taking a shot at him. I'm straight up jealous of the sucker with all the damn views he gets. But his reviews, I just skip to the end and I watch the end. His video about Microsoft when they did the whole connecting, he's like, you done fucked it up. That's my favorite video of his. I watched the whole thing through. I loved it. But he doesn't owe you. Oh, he made a promise to us. Do you pay this man money? We give him views. Yeah. Of your own free will. You're entitled. You know what I mean? You're an entitled subscriber, just like Rich said. And people, oh, you're an entitled gamer. You expected a refund from Sony for Destiny 2. You damn right I did. Because I pay Sony thousands and thousands upon thousands of dollars. Yeah, a little flexibility would have been nice. I bought a game for my son. I pre-ordered a game for my son, something we have multiple hours in. I thought he'd enjoy it. He didn't. I wanted a refund. Sony told me to stick it up my ass. Microsoft wouldn't have done that. What do I get? Oh, you're a grown man. Blah, 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 blah. You should have known that. Blaming Sony for your mistakes. It's just the internet. The internet is crazy to me. And then you got me, my own worst enemy, my own worst critic. If anybody around here takes responsibility for anything, it's me. I constantly call myself a dumbass for this shit. I'm a 36-year-old YouTuber talking about video games. If that's not a fucking loser, I don't know what is. Who's subjected his family to YouTube videos. And I'm not looking for sympathy. I don't want your sympathy. I don't want it. I just cannot understand when people are making videos to entertain. Why the fuck you would attack their family? You know what I mean? I don't understand that. And you would have never gotten a video like this ever from me. if I hadn't been going through what I've been going through the past couple of weeks. But it is what it is. I've said my piece. Rich, I completely understand what you're doing. Rich, if you're watching this, dude, you're on top. You know what I mean? You're owning shit. Keep doing what you do, and don't give any more people credit. Don't respond or fire back to any of these fools. Why? Keep doing what you're doing. You know, it's regurgitated content. It's fucking working. It's working. I'd love to do this shit for a living, but it'll never happen. All right, that's all I got. Solid Rev. Signing out.